another Generation 2 Plasticon review! Woohoo!
Hot rods!
Transforming laser rods!
Flying all around in the air and on the ground. Transformer rotors are spinning. They can change before your eyes. That's a rotor shooting guys. When they get into a battle, they be winning. Blazing in the dark, laser rod cars, metamorphing into warriors. Electro volt, sizzle, jolt, fighting with lightning laser blades.
Really motors!
Cause I'm a transforming rotor.
Transformers Generation 2. Rotors and laser rods each sold separately.
Back to yet another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover Generation 2 Laser Rod Volt. There's G2 Volt. He is a hot rod. A very pinkish purple hot rod. It's got a nice little flame deco going on here, although I don't know what that is that's on here, but it's probably some paint from somebody a long time ago. Just doesn't ever scrape off. There's no stickers on these guys. That's something I've noticed with all the G2 little guys here, the little G2 rods. Every one of them don't have stickers. No stickers. Come on. Yeah, it's got a pretty cool detail. Looks like he's got a mouth going on here. That's actually a wire sticking down. Speaking of wires, he does have a gimmick where he lights up. Yes, he lights up. His entire little stacks here on the inside, like his little exhaust things, light up. Pretty cool. I do like this guy a lot. The laser rods are probably some of my favorite. They have been primarily one of the predecessors that I've really loved in G2. Actually, I think it doesn't really light up his headlights. Kind of wish it did. But yeah, he does kind of have like a light piping gimmick going on here, where you cover these a little bit. I mean, it's kind of weird how the light piping really works on this thing. Pretty neat. I do like it a lot. Really cool. These guys were kind of above the lines of articulation for more your standard robots, and actually kind of set the base of articulation for quite a few of them. He does have the integrated weapon system, which is basically a little bumper with a gun, and not a gun, but that's supposed to be like an exhaust, but it's a sword. Those little sword stores under there via this little hole right here. That's in that little peg right there. Now, I haven't really seen very many of them without directors actually been busted, but something to look out for if you're trying to find you a Generation 2 laser rod. Volt here is pretty cool though. He's actually kind of neat. He did get a redeco thing go on with the Bay movies with the, it was like some type of Ford Focus or some crap, I don't know. Still, I think this is probably the better iteration. He rolls very well. Very well. He's one of those rolling around things called a car, right? Probably one of the only convertibles, too, that's in the entire line. I have not seen very many convertible Transformers, which is kind of cool. That's what really sets him apart. Got a real simple transformation though. Yeah, push these little legs here out, like so. And then his arms, you're gonna fold these panels up on the side. And then come around here and flip this entire part forward. You'll be able to flip up the arms. And then you come in here and you push this seat. And when you push the seat up, it's supposed to push the head up. Mine's a bit stiff, just because it's old, but your mileage may vary here. I'm trying to get this up. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. It's kind of difficult to do sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta mess with it a little bit just to get it out. This is a episode of Plasticon struggles with robot head syndrome. There you go. Okay, got his head up. And then you primarily just kind of move his little arms down. And you can push him forward. Okay, now another thing you can do with him when he's in robot mode, you're going to kind of lift this back up. You reach under here and you'll grab this whole wire assembly here. And this wire assembly, if you move it down like this, it's actually got a bit of a channel here in between, so that way it doesn't really crush any of the wiring. And then you'll run it up underneath his arm, and then you'll put his little sword in that hand. Now this wire assembly allows you to press the button here on his chest, and it should light up his sword, which is very difficult to see, but it should be working, not unless my wire is all jacked up. And there's something going on here. I had to mess with this one here before in the past. It's a bit temperamental. For some reason it works real well in vehicle mode. It doesn't really work very well in robot mode. Okay, well, you guys kind of get the idea. It does suck that that's not really working real well, and that is a bit of a disclaimer when it comes to trying to chase down the laser rods. There are a few problems that these guys actually have. Other than like the crazy articulation, I mean, you obviously can tell he's got a lot of articulation here in the arms. Head does move. It does have light piping. Lots of that. Plenty of that. I like how his head sculpt is. It's very, very future retro robot type of thing. He does have hips that move up and down. Now the crazy thing is, he's got a rubber band in his waist. Hence why he tries to fall over quite a bit. This rubber band assembly that are on the insides of these guys is the same thing as the G.I. Joe ones. So, if you're looking for one of these guys and you happen to find him on eBay or anything like that, and say he's snapped in half, you can fix him. He's not a hard robot really to fix. The wiring thing is just, it's a couple little bitty watch batteries that are on the inside. Sometimes you gotta check for corrosion, stuff like that, because some people don't take really good care of their toys, but he's actually a really good addition to your Generation 2 line, especially if you're really into hot rod cars and stuff like that, because there really hasn't been very many of this kind of thing that's even come around in the Transformer universe, which is why it's still awesome. This is G2. But anyhow, this has been a review of Generation 2. Well, I will have more coming to you guys' way, obviously, with the G2 stuff, because, you know, I'm the G2 guru. Yeah, so this has been Plasticon, and he doesn't want to stand up at all. Ah, that's that rubber band waist kind of going to hell on it. It happens. Anyhow, this has been Plasticon, and this is me signing off. Peace out, you guys. See you around. Yeah. Woo-hoo.